Hello, this is your daily reflection for Wednesday, December the 6th. The right time. Professor Brian Cox was explaining time last week in a TV programme. I regret to admit I fell asleep through much of it. Not Brian's fault. One bit I did see was his visit to an establishment where they keep atomic clocks. They contain a rare element which emits radiation at such a regular rate you can set your watch by it. They split time into millionths of a second, so are incredibly accurate. Amazing. The late guru Stephen Hawking wrote A Brief History of Time. One question I should have liked to ask him is, how come time seems to accelerate in the run-up to Christmas? If you're a child looking forward excitedly to Santa bringing presents, time seems to drag. So many more sleeps before the big day. But for the rest of us, making the cake, putting up the tree and all the decorations, sending out the cards, buying the presents, wrapping the presents, planning the menus and doing the shopping, there's so much to do, and it always seems as if time is running away with us. When is the right time to do things? I've heard of folk who've already got their Christmas tree up when it wasn't even December yet. Others tell me when they were children, their family didn't put up the tree until Christmas Eve. And when is the right time to send out the cards? We received our first one on November the 29th. God's timing is a mystery, isn't it? Why did God's Son come into the world when he did? No internet, no mobile phones to spread the word. However, two things did help. The Romans had conveniently built roads all over the empire, which aided travel. And the use of common Greek meant that many people could communicate with each other across linguistic barriers. Jesus arrived in this world at a turbulent time, a dangerous and difficult time, with Judea under Roman occupation and unrest simmering dangerously under the surface. But as we consider that fact, it gives us hope that however turbulent our world, and it is at the moment, God's love does not hold back. God is with us, even when things are in turmoil. God's timing is right. St. Paul says in his letter to the Romans, you see, at just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. Very rarely will anyone die for a righteous person, though for a good person someone might possibly dare to die. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. And in another letter he writes, in the time of my favour I heard you, and in the day of salvation I helped you. I tell you, now is the time of God's favour. Now is the day of salvation. The birth of Jesus in Judea 2,000 years ago isn't just for then. It's for you today, even now. The love of God is here and available. It has no sell-by date, but you do. Don't let time run through your fingers. Even in this busy time, as the countdown to Christmas begins, stop and ponder the meaning of Christmas. It's the life-changing love of God made real for you. Now a prayer. In the busyness of our lives, Lord, remind us to take time out, to pause and be quiet, and think of that quiet, still night of your birth in Bethlehem. Let us take time to worship and give thanks for your never-failing love, which is with us and for us, today and every day. Amen.